Hi there, this is David and welcome to this special spotlight video brought to you by Spiral Up Games, showcasing Affogato, to be released for the PC in 2023. This is part of the Steam Next Fest February 2023, and there is a demo now available that you can play. You can follow all the links down below in order to download it and try it out yourself. Doing so will give you access to demo-exclusive interior decor and help out the channel. Also, be sure to add it to your wish list so you can grab it when the full game is released. This is a very different type of game than what I would normally play, but I made it through the demo, and I am here to present it to you all. But before we start up, think to yourself, are you a fan of Persona? Visual novels? What about board games? If you answered yes to any of those questions, this game might very well be the game for you. At its core, Affogato is a visual novel with added Persona-like aspects, where you can roam about town, hang out at stores to improve your stats, talk to your friends to open up side quests, hone your barista skills, and, the highlight for me, play a really fun board game. You play as Affogato, the titular title character who is a good-natured, magenta-haired witch. But, rather than using her powers for evil, she decides to be somewhat of a goody two-shoes, and she uses her magical abilities to help out humanity and seal demons away. Her dream, though, is to be the owner of a coffee shop, which puts her into quite a bit of debt, and your quest is to pay off that debt, keep the shop afloat, as well as help out the various residents of town. All of this does move the story along in a day-by-day nature, similar to that aforementioned Persona. At your side is your trusty demonic familiar, Mephisto, an archdemon, whose fiendish nature plays well against Affogato's good-hearted nature. Their relationship really reminded me quite a bit of another funny little game, Okage Shadow King back on the PS2, where Stan and Ari would constantly play off one another. During the day, you run your shop, and you talk to the various customers that come inside. Then, inevitably, of course, they're going to order a cup of coffee. And thus begins the coffee minigame, where you have to brew that coffee straight from scratch. I guess your Starbucks dreams can come true here, as you really do have to do it step by step and just make that perfect cup. You've got to take the coffee beans out of the sack, put them into the grinder, turn on that grinder, take out those beans, put them into the coffee machine, add the water, then take the cup, put it under the coffee machine, hit the power button, brew the coffee. Then you have to add any other added accoutrement to said cup of coffee to make the desired type, like whipped cream, ice, chili oil, chocolate, cinnamon, or whatever it is the customer's heart desires. As the old adage goes, the customer is always right. So if you don't brew that coffee to their exacting specifications, you're going to have to start over. Each time it's a different cup, and you're going to learn different styles of coffee too, from Frappuccino to Americana to a latte, or even some magical brews that only a witch herself could come up with. Each cup is more complex than the last, and the seemingly simplistic game does get more complex as the demo goes on. Once the coffee shop closes down for the day, you are free to explore the town at night. And here is where all of those Persona aspects come into play. You can spend your time hanging out with the regulars, getting to know them, and opening up side quests. Or you can go into various other small businesses strewn about town, which will increase your stats, as well as getting to know all of your fellow entrepreneurs. The townsfolk range from reporters trying to get the latest scoop, high schoolers who just kind of want to giggle and gossip around, a shy girl who wants to work on her social skills by getting a part-time job, evil rival witches who want to put you through the ringer, and then the seriously hot Dr. Daddy David, who doubles as your landlord. Each day someone new will stop by so it doesn't get too old, and it is nice to get to know everyone in town, as well as learn about their little quirks and eccentricities. I actually found myself smiling and laughing over some of the more ridiculous dialogue, because this is definitely one of those relaxing games that really does not take itself too seriously. I could totally see myself pouring myself a cup of coffee, lighting a fire, and just chilling while I play this game. Every few days, you're going to encounter a person under demonic possession, and as a good witch, it is Affogato's job to help them out. You do so by going into their mind labyrinth, where you can fight off demons and save their soul. And here is where the main gameplay element of the game comes in. You begin by using your limited penta, essentially your MP, to summon witch cards, which move around independently, kind of like pieces on a board. At first, you can only summon one witch card, but as you go around the board, you're going to gain more penta, and you'll be able to summon more. Some cards just attack, others work as defenders, some are healers. So you really need to examine the board and figure out which cards that you need to summon first in order to make it through unscathed. The challenge, though, lies in the hands-off nature, because you do not control the witch cards. They move on their own, and they attack on their own. Your job, instead, is to tell them where to go. You pretty much control the board, so you do this by activating arrows on the board to tell them where to move to. You're going to want to try to get behind enemies to hit them by surprise, or go down secret paths to unlock memories and find treasures. There are challenge objectives that you can complete for extra bonuses as well, and as you defeat the enemies, you'll collect soul shards, which you can use to upgrade your witch cards and make them even more powerful. You can play through on easy, medium, or hard, and you can retry the stages at will, so don't be too afraid about messing up. Besides just hitting the arrow keys and deciding which cards to summon, the only other interactions that you'll have during the board game is 1. The ability to move the camera around, 2. Pausing it in order to collect your thoughts and think, or 3. Speeding it up to move things along. Even though this board game was very hands-off and you don't control much, I really thoroughly enjoyed it. It was definitely the highlight of the game for me. But it only occurs every few days, and the main focus of the game is instead the relationship between Affogato and Mephisto, as well as all the character development of the townsfolk and the coffee shop regulars. Unfortunately, there is no controller support implemented as of yet. However, considering the nature of this game and the early build of the demo, it really isn't that big of a deal to me. This is a relaxing, slice-of-life look into the life of a good witch, a coffee shop owner who just wants to do the right thing. And if you enjoy anime-inspired, visual novel storytelling, money management mechanics, or the fun strategic thinking that comes along with that board game, this could be the game for you. So, that's it for my spotlight of Affogato. And I would like to once again thank Spiral Up Games for bringing this video to you all, and please do remember to click on the link below to download the demo of Affogato yourself and to also add it to your wishlist. Doing so will give you access to an exclusive coffee shop decor and help out the channel as well. Once you've played through it, please let me know what you think about it in the comments. And if you like this video and want to cheer on the channel, please consider following me over on Twitter, supporting me on Patreon for exclusive videos and early access to my content, heading on over to Twitch for some streaming fun, or coming on over to my Discord to chat and hang out. The links to them all can be found in the video description. This has been David, and if you like this, please like, comment, and subscribe, and have a good day.